Here we are going to see about the 450 unit in database design and management, and the topic is NoSQL. And in this unit, we are going to see about the distributed database and object-based database and XML database, and how the transaction is processing. Okay, first we are going to see about the distributed database. And distributed database means data is stored in multiple computers or servers, like at different places, but it works like a single database. Like data is spread across locations, all systems are connected, users can access data as if it is in one place. How it works means data is divided and stored in different locations or cities, countries, etc. All servers are communicate with each other through the middleware. Okay. Uh, when you request data means the system collect it from the right place. Like okay, let's say a real-time example is ATM machine. Your bank account is not stored in just one place. It is stored in many servers across the cities, countries, okay, states, or whatever it is. If you withdraw money means the ATM connects to the nearest server and gets your data and update your balance everywhere. Okay. And next, let me say the Amazon or Flipkart or Meesho, any online shopping means customer data stored in one location and the product data stored in another location, but order stored somewhere else. Okay, but when you use the app means it looks like everything is in one system. Okay, by using this database distributed system is major advantages is data is near you, like you can access the data faster, and if one server fails mean other works, we can recover the data wherever, whenever it is, and wherever it is. Handles large data easily. And the most important disadvantages is complex to manage because it difficult to use, difficult to manage. Okay. Next is and mainly this distributed database is divided into the homogeneous and heterogeneous. And homogeneous means all computers use the same database system and all follow the same rules and same format and same structure. Everything is uniform and consistent. All location use the same software like MySQL database. Here, Site 1 uses the MySQL and Site 2 uses the MySQL. Site 3 also uses the MySQL. Site 4 also uses the MySQL database. And these data is stored in different places, but it looks and behave like a single database. Okay. And let's imagine a bank with branches in multiple cities. All branches use the same banking software, same type of database, and same structures. If you check balance means it does not matter which branch you go to. You get the same data everywhere. If you go to site 1, you get the data, same data. If you go to the site 2, 3, or 4, you get the same data. Okay. And next is heterogeneous database. Heterogeneous means different computers use the different database. Like site 1 uses the MySQL, site uses the MS Access, site 3 uses the Oracle, and site 4 uses the DB2. Okay, they may have the different format, different languages, and different structures. Still, they are connected and work together as one system. Okay. Let me think about the large company. HR department uses one database and the sales department uses the another database and the account department uses the different database. Okay. And these are all the connected through the middleware, and Middleware helps them to communicate and share the data between those sites. Okay. And the main is fragmentations. Fragmentation means dividing the big database into the smaller parts and storing them in the different locations. Like each part contain only a portion of data. Together, all the fragmentations or all parts form the complete database. Okay, in fragmentations is divided into the horizontal, vertical, and hybrid mode. And the second is replication. Replication means keeping copies of the same data in multiple locations. Like same data is duplicated and stored in different places. All copies are kept updated. Like original data is stored in one server and the copies are stored in another servers. When the data is updated means all copies are synchronized. Like let me say the Google Drive or cloud storage. Your file is not stored in just one server in Google Drive. It is copied into multiple servers. If one server failed means you still have access to your file from another server. Okay. And the next one is allocations. Allocations means designing which each fragmentations or replica should be stored. Okay, that is called allocations. And the main functions of the using distributed database is query processing. How the queries are optimized and processed. Okay, and transaction management and deadlock and concurrency, recovery and fault tolerance. And advantages of using is it is used to improve the reliability and availability and faster local access and modular growth. And the main disadvantages is complex design and management and higher cost and difficult concurrency control network. And here in banking systems, airline, e-commerce, cloud, and these are the some of the applications we use the distributed database. Like that, we already seen online shopping, Amazon, Flipkart also. And this is the architecture of distributed database. Like site 1 uses the DB1 and site 2 uses the DB2, site 3, site 4 uses the DB3 and DB4. And these are all the communicate through the middleware, which is communication network. Okay. And in this architecture, if one user makes a request for data at site 1 or site 2, whenever the say it means, then it is first searched at the local database. Like if you send a request for data in site 1 means first site 1 checks the data which is in the database. Okay. Next, if the data is not present in the local disk means, then the request is go for the another sites like through communication network. It checks site 1 checks the data which is came as request from the user. It first checks the data in local database. If it is not present means it checks the data in site 2 or site 3 or site 4 through the network whether they have the data in their local database. Okay, each site then searched for data as it is local. If the data is found at particular site and it is transferred to the site 1 and give the response to the user through the middleware communication network. Okay, the data storage is mainly divided into the data replication and data fragmentation.